Monsieur Hovind, you are very upfront about many things, and sometimes maybe that go against you. Like you're very friend with Jones, Chris, and Byram Brady, but maybe they're not good for you. Maybe time to say we don't want them anymore. You think?
Well, and if you think about it,
yeah.
If you think about it, they mocked Jesus for talking to a prostitute, and they're like, if this was really the Son of God, don't you think he'd know who he's talking to? And it was, the lost are who needs Jesus, and we're going to get some people that have a bad record, and we're going to get some people that have had some sin in their life. I'm a sinner, aren't you?
Of course.
So we're going to get some of them, and they still need the ministry. They still need the help.
But some is very bad look, and maybe can
sure. I mean, they could
help.
say that about Jesus too.
Well, they
no,
say
I
that
don't
about
think. No. Jesus did not do anything to children. Come on.
Okay,
Jesus
Claude.
was good
Claude,
to children. Yeah.
Claude, listen to me. Neither did Brady. Neither did Chris. I know them well. 50 years ago, first of all, it's none of anybody else's business, but they love the Lord. Everybody's a sinner. They got something in their past, but I know them and I know the story. And just to be safe, we're careful about that. But everybody that's ever come here is a sinner. Every visitor we've ever had, 70 countries, all 50 states. So anyway, I can choose my friends if I want, and you can choose yours. Go ahead.
Of course, I thought one time you mentioned the Brady did something with his own children 50 years ago. It's still not good,
Well, I have no evidence either way whether he did or not. That's
you
between him and
said
the
he
Lord.
was guilty. You said he was guilty.
Oh, I don't. How could I know that? I didn't know him 50 years ago.
Well, you did say on Stephen, the channel of Stephen. It's there. Yeah.
Yeah. I even if again, have you ever done anything in your life? In your entire life?
Well, not with
wicked?
Children. No. Come on.
Not with children? So that's the dividing. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Fiddling with children's not good.
Some people like to look at one particular sin and to justify theirs. How about with other women? Have you ever slept with a woman you weren't married to?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
It's
well, that's in the Big Ten Commandments. Don't commit adultery.
Yeah, but some people just wave their hands and get married, and then they can go and bonk whoever they like, I mean, they do,
right.
So they find a reason around it. But I am very concerned about the children thing, and I think that it causes you a problem, whereas you should be saying, no, this is not acceptable.
Pedophiles. There are no pedophiles here that I'm aware of. I have one friend who lives 500 miles from here who 35 or 40 years ago was guilty of a little bit of fondling somebody, one of his own children. And so they're holding that over him now for the rest of his life. Just the son came forward and accused him. So there's no guilty verdict anywhere.
And he doesn't live at Dinosaur Adventureland.
No.
He's not at Dinosaur Adventureland.
I got friends all over the world.
It's a far stretch to say because you've known a person with that in their past that there is a pedophile ring there. That's an absolute lie. And they've made similar allegations that there's a prostitution ring there. But I've been to Dinosaur Adventureland many times. There is such a shortage of females there, period, that you're having to beg online for wives to come find these young men. It's insane.
I know. Well, there's only two. The one that lives 500 miles away that does not live here is a friend of mine. And 35 or 40 years ago, whatever it was, his son said, Dad did this. That's it. End of story. No crime. I mean, no arrest, no guilty verdict. But and he admitted, yeah, I'm sorry, that was inappropriate. Okay.
No.
And God can forgive anybody for anything. Okay. But I'm not guilty of pedophilia and never have been. Okay. And so the letter she sent to my wife's children, or grown children who have kids of their own, now they're concerned about me being around the grandkids. There are no pedophiles here. There never have been any pedophiles here. Some may have come to visit. I can't control who visits. I'm sure it's here. We have no pedophiles. There aren't any here. Got a 13-year-old stepdaughter with my wife. I have one friend who lives 500 miles from here who 35 or 40 years ago was guilty of a little bit of fondling somebody, one of his own children.
There was a pedophile friend that was coming, Chris Jones. He came like 6 times in 8 years, and one other pedophile that was never convicted but admitted guilt, and that was it. Two men. I bet you can only show me two.
Who's the two? Wasn't it Brady?
It's Chris Jones and Brady Byron.
I'm a sex offender. That's so. I mean, what's DAL's thing? Is it going to be an ask, don't tell policy?
You're welcome here anytime, brother. You're welcome here anytime, brother.
They still spread rumors around. Oh, you know, there's a pedophile there at DAL. No, there's not. Chris Jones is a child pornographer, convicted of child pornography or child pedophilia.
I'm a sex offender.
And I said, Chris, you're welcome at Dinosaur Adventure Land. Okay, I've had a couple come visit, say, look, thank you so much. This is, 30 years ago, they had something in their past. Now, Chris has been a long-time friend of mine. I said, Chris, you're welcome at Dinosaur Adventure Land.
I'm a sex offender.
Those two in the circle. And then I've seen another video come out that there is a third pedophile that's close friends with Kent that comes and goes. And it's like, man, that is a lot of unsafe circumstances to have in a ministry geared towards children. And it just gets to a point where you have to question, is there something deeper involved here? And God, please have mercy, that's not the case. But it's something that parents bringing your children there need to be aware of. Kent defends these people, and he defends what they did. And even with Chris Jones, he defends it as, well, Chris Jones was just playing strip poker with a 10-year-old. Oh my God. Chris Jones was there 4 times in the 4 months I was there, or 3 times in the 4 months I was there. And I didn't even know about Brady Byram at the time.